Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. So for today, firstly, thank you to our panel and our organizer for this international virtual conference. Okay, so for today, I will present about our paper. Our paper basically is about development paper, which is InfoTex web application development, information technology, final year project marking system. And my name is Mohamad Shahrin bin Bari. So for problem statement, in the past, we carried out project evaluation using a manual method, which is somewhat is not very reliable, posed numerous notable difficulties. And the method entailed the manual manipulation of significant quantities of document, which is not only by the assessor, but also create inefficiencies and heighten the probability of human error. And then also, evaluator had a challenge in effectively handling, categorizing, and scrutinizing a substantial volume of document, resulting in difficulties in upholding a systematic and orderly workflow. So, in results, it's delay the assessment process as the substantial amount of documentation might overpower even the most conscientious evaluators. Furthermore, the labor-intensive nature of the activity made it difficult to ensure a prompt and precise evaluation of student work. For instance, there is a missing document, inaccurate data entry, and discrepancies in grading standard were very frequent. Also, it's a potential to undermine the integrity of and the precision of the rating. So, because of this problem, we come up with the solution to improve the effectiveness and the dependability of the project evaluation. So our objective for this project is to enhance efficiency and accuracy, automate data handling to reduce the time and effort required for evaluation while minimizing human error. Then next is streamline evaluation workflow, provide a central platform for organized management, tracking, and access for student project. Lastly, to ensure the consistency and the fairness, implement a standardized evaluation framework to apply uniform grading criteria, promoting transparency and equity in the assessment process. So for our project, this is our architecture. Our project is based on coordinated tree framework and a LAMP stack. So for this figure is about the LAMP architecture. For your information, LAMP architecture consists of Apache as our web server. Next is MySQL for our database server, and we use PHP for our programming language. And our base for our operating system is Linux. Then next is our coordinated tree framework architecture. For your information, there is several ways to build an application using PHP. But we decide in order to make our application more secure and to fasten our development process, we decide to build our project based on coordinated tree framework. So for your information, coordinated tree framework is using MVC architecture, which is a model, view, and a controller architecture. Okay, so for this part, the main part is application controller, the view file, and then the last one is a model file. Application controller is a file that control how the request to the models, and then the models is a file that connecting to our database. And next, application controller will get the data that need by the request and send it to the view. Okay, so the view is only programmed by the view file, but also we use the help of others modules such as library, helper, plugin, and scripts to make our application more efficient. Okay. So next, we go to we let's go to our project demonstration. So our project already been live. It has been used by last semester. Okay, so this is the URL InfoTex.site. Okay, you just site. Okay, so this is the main page for your information. The user that can access the system, okay, which is can log into the system is only our assessor and our admin. So I try to our admin. Okay. So for admin part, okay, so for your information, we have four menu: dashboard, application, setup. Okay, we have got setup, and then lastly we got user setting. Okay, so we go to first menu, which is dashboard. So in dashboard, it is a highlight of 10 highest marking for last semester. Okay, which is you can see here we got 10 application. Okay, so for the description we put project name, project supervisor, rating, and project leader. This one is requested by the assessor to make it easier for them to monitor which project is getting an highest mark, so that uh, there is no data will be tampered by others or by the admin, because it will be monitored by the assessor. Okay. And next is an application. This one is application when the user or when the student uh, register their project to this system. So we also got form. Okay. This one is the form for the student to fill in. And once they fill in their form, it will be seen here. Okay. So next is the setup. Okay. For this one, there is no data because it already been finished. If there is a new uh, exhibition will be held, then the data is shown here. Okay. So the next one is student registration. So for student registration, once the student fill in the form, it will be registered here as an admin. Okay, we assign one admin for our department to monitor the student registration, because sometimes the student will put the wrong input on the registration form. So that's why we make it approve or reject to make sure the all the information given is correct. Okay, so you can see here for this one is already been approved, and there's no one reject because all the information that put by the student is all correct. Okay, and then next one is assign assessor. Basically, for assessor, we add the user at the user setup. Okay, user setting. Okay, so once we add the user setting, we can click on assessor to yes, only then it will be shown here. Okay, and assign assessor. This menu is to add student project to be assessed by this assessor. Okay, so this one is assessor management because the assessor will not be assess all the project. It will mostly, as you can see, for Dr. Lee Beng Yong, only assess 13 project, and Jainul Arifin only assess 30 project also. So that's why we make it uh, sign project to the assessor. Okay. And one thing I just want to be correct, this one for application, if I log in as Dr. Ben Hing, I'm sorry for the information. This one is big. This one is when the when the assessor login, they will assess the project on this menu. Okay, so it will got uh, menu for them to insert their marks lah. Okay, and then the next one is lastly is user setting, where we will add user for admin. Okay, as you can see, there is admin, okay, normal user, and then the assessor. Okay, and also we put it to reset password just in case the assessor sometime forgot their password. So we make a function to set it as default to reset password. For example, we try to see the Dr. Lee Beng Yong. Okay, this one. Okay, user ID maybe. So we try to log out. Okay, so this one is for normal user. There will be only application. Okay, so they can access the project and give marks. As you can see, okay, the rubric is be given by the moderator of our exhibition. So you can see they can give mark here. Then they can click save to continue. Okay. Okay. So for this project, we use MVC. We use coordinator 3. I try to open folder for you to see how the folder structure for coordinator. Okay. Okay. So this one is architecture for our code. Okay. For coordinator 3. Okay. So why basically we use this framework is because this framework is already stable for a long period, and it has been used in industry. So as you can see, the file we use is only on view. Okay, because it's use a concept of MVC. So we use on view. Okay, view is basically for our interface. Okay, we try to open one code, example for login lah. For simple to see. Okay, so basically most of the code is for HTML code. Okay, because view file is only for the interface. And then next is for our controller. Okay, because our controller is where the request has been requested by the browser, okay, to this file. Okay, if there is any need to the database, okay, for example, for this one, okay, db main, it will continue to our next folder, which is model. Okay, so this one is a main model. Okay, for main model, only this file will be interact to our database. Okay, so the concept for MVC is much more easier to maintain when you're doing it by a group. Okay, that's why we use this method to build our web application. And also we use such as a library for setting and then helper for system setting to make the code more clean. Okay, when we call it by function only, so it will make our code much more clean to look at, right? So that's all uh, for to for from my side. I hope my explanation is clear. So, okay. Thank you.